up, YouTube? So today we're going to talk about the Apple Car. The Apple Car was one of Apple's, $10 billion mistakes that they just all of a suddenly made, and basically the project went on for a decade and they just canceled it, a couple months ago. And so the Apple Car basically was supposed to look like this. And so the Apple Car had all these cool capabilities that they wanted it to have, such as level 6 self-driving and full automated hand gestures and things like that, with of course our dumb voice assistant Siri. And it also was supposed to be at the price of a Tesla, which ranges from what, 40 grand to what now the Cybertruck is 120 grand. And so it looks pretty cool. And so see, the prototype actually was a van at first, and so it was supposed to look like a VW bus, just like with a little bit of a kind of a curvy back to it, and a little bit more boxy, I guess you could call it. And the reason why that this obviously failed is because, well, Apple's Department of Engineering didn't really take into effect of full self-driving isn't possible right now. And some people, like with Waymo, this company that Google has come out with, Waymo actually makes cars right now that are fully self-driving in Los Angeles. And I think the reason why is because, well, we have like a very wide level of maps in Los Angeles. Like, we have a good amount and we have enough to where it's fully capable to do things like that. And so Waymo, like, they got their own cars in LA, and their cars drive around LA, and they've had a couple of issues, like, oh my gosh, like, you hit my car or something like that. And so see, Waymo's new, but Waymo is definitely more successful and they have a better leading edge than Apple. Now, one of the biggest points I was going to bring up is that Tim Cook actually was offered to buy Tesla by Elon Musk in 2020. I think the only reason why we didn't take that offer is because we didn't want to partner with Elon, because as we can see that Elon is a little crazy, especially on X. So so Elon was giving Apple the opportunity to buy it, and it ended up not working. And so anyway, I found this from Mac Rumors, and of course, as normal, I'll put it up there for y'all to see. So Kevin Lynch was one of the lead, roles of this whole project for the Apple Car. And so he describes it right here. The prototype, a white minivan with rounded sides, an all glass roof, sliding doors, and white walled tires. And so see, the car was supposed to be so full self-driving that it didn't need the steering wheel and stuff, and so you'd actually kind of be facing each other like you would in a limousine or something like that. And so the project started in 2014 and it just failed today, and now that was a $10 billion waste of money. And not only that, the people actually didn't get laid off. Like, all of them weren't laid off. Some of them were actually sent to the department for AI, because WWDC is right around the corner. Click up here, of course, if you haven't seen the WWDC video. It's super interesting, and Apple's kind of joining that AI space, and so it'd be super cool to see stuff like that. Apple never got close to realizing the original vision of being full self-driving. And so, Apple could totally, come back to this project in the next couple of, let's say, years, I don't think they will, and the reason why is because if Apple made a car, it wouldn't be repairable, nor would it have windows. No pun intended, or no joke intended, you know? But, so yeah, the Apple car, it was supposed to be, you know, this revolutionary car that could basically drive on its own, and you could ask it where you wanted to go, and it would be comfortable, and you know, it'd be just like a taxi service like Waymo, but it just wasn't successful with, you know, the rate that what Apple wanted it to be. And so, you know, I'm glad Apple didn't buy Tesla, because I think that'd be kind of crazy. But it's still pretty cool. Still pretty cool that Apple designed a car, because let's not forget, a car kind of works the same as a computer, you know. A computer has a processor, and you know, you can get different specs of processors, like a 3.0 core, a 3.0 gigahertz, which is how many processes it can do, 3 billion processes. And then, you know, you can figure out what kind of power you want behind it. So, you know, an M series chip or Intel, and so you have the same thing with cars. You have, you know, V10 motors, or V6, a V8, or a 4-cylinder. And so the reason why I think they came up with let's build an Apple car is because a car is kind of like a computer. And so that's exactly why they probably set out to build a car. Now, it'll be pretty interesting what we see in the future from Apple, especially coming up with WWDC. And you know, I can't wait to see what Apple has in store for us. But yeah, so now you kind of understand like what an Apple car kind of is and what it was supposed to be. And you know, we'll see what comes in the future, of course, and we'll see what comes in the future from Apple. And there's one other picture that I should have showed y'all, but the prototype of the Apple car actually kind of looks like a Waymo taxi. And so I think this is actually exactly what people were saying, oh my gosh, this ran me over, or this just wasn't successful at all. And so, yeah. But I think they do have actual like golf carts driving around the Apple Park as we speak right now. And they're fully self-drivable, because it just maps out the campus, and so it should be able to just do that really easily. But anyway, yeah, Tesla almost got bought out by Apple. Isn't that crazy? But Tim Cook was like, nope. Now, see, here's the thing. We do have Apple CarPlay, and Apple CarPlay is the future of cars, kind of, sort of. Because, you know, we have cars with all the displays in it and all this technology in it. And so the Apple CarPlay works very seamlessly, and pretty soon, maybe, if Apple gets it straight, it will be able to take over all the screens in the car. And so it will kind of like take over the car. Your phone, you set it in a position, and it takes over the car. It tells you how fast you're going in a certain cool way, like wallpapers or something like that. But only time will tell when that will happen. And I think Porsche might have just started doing that with their cars for Apple CarPlay. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about this whole Apple car situation, and you know, what we could maybe see in the future of the Apple car. And you know, the $10 billion project, well, the $10 billion is gone, but the people, at least, they got a job in the artificial intelligence space. And see, maybe Apple will get artificial intelligence so good to where they can actually predict and do self-driving in an Apple car. So yeah, I mean, Tesla is already doing it, and Tesla is doing pretty well on the freeway with with Tesla Autopilot. You know, you can drive it on the freeway in autopilot. And so see, you know, maybe we'll get an Apple car driving on the freeway and on the streets. But that won't happen anytime soon, because obviously the project has failed, and I think they've laid everyone off. But anyway, let me know what you guys think down below. Be sure to comment, like, hit that like button, you know, because it does a cool animation whenever you hit it, and so I just love seeing that animation. But yeah, you know, subscribe. We're trying to hit, you know, our 350 goal, and it looks like, you know, only 5% of you viewers are subscribed. So if you could subscribe, support the channel, help us out, that'd be awesome. Love to keep making videos like this for you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the future. Peace out.